In my journey of work, I have been fortunate enough to visit several schools, colleges, and education institutions. I have had the opportunity to interact with the youth and with the teenagers. We have discussed their aspirations and their dreams. Whenever we talk about their aspirations, they burst out with some familiar responses. Most of them aspire to launch their own startup. Some aspire to be content creators and bloggers. There are still few scattered doctors and engineers. But one thing always stands out. Nobody wants to be a politician. Nobody says, मैं इस देश में नेता बनना चाहता हूँ. Which brings me to you here. Hello, I am Shivika Mittal and I represent youth in politics of our country, India. One of the youngest countries in the world, where over 50% of the population is under 40 years of age, including me. So clearly, we are a very young country being governed by very old people. Let me tell you a fun fact. In the very first session of Parliament, the percentage of youth in the Lok Sabha was 26%. And in the very last session of Parliament, the percentage of youth has dwindled down to a mere 12%. So clearly, we are doing something wrong. Is it because politics is considered to be a dirty profession? Or is it simply because politicians are considered to be uneducated, corrupt, or simply a byproduct of nepotism? Trying to protect my own kind, let me tell you, this is not true. It is not fair to paint us all with the same brush. My dear millennials, we complain about so many things. Why is there so much traffic on the roads? Why does a cup of chai cost rupees 200 at the airport and a Maggie costs rupees 400? Why are we still studying about the physical features of North America in geography today? But my dear millennials, in order to change the system, you have to first be a part of that very system. Let me tell you how I began my journey. When I was in school and about your age, I joined a social organization called Connect, where we worked extensively with the visually impaired. We would get tools ready for them in Braille. For example, some of us converted the very popular movie back then, Home Alone, in Braille for them. Others made some 3D automobile models so that they could understand the functioning of cars better. This was my first stint, however small, at giving back to this world. And believe me, it made me feel fantastic. As I grew up, I opened a social organization of my own and worked extensively with who you like to call the underprivileged. A few years later, I had a chance to contest elections and serve my nation at a bigger platform. So let me tell you, what do I do every day? I very largely work in the slums, where there are 8 to 10 people crammed in a small 8 by 8 foot home. It's a room for them. It is home. It is in these homes that I have seen children 7 to 8 years old being pulled out of school so that they can do odd jobs and earn some money. especially the girls. Because they are girls and they will be married off, they don't need to be educated. There is hugely open defecation, which has led to a line of hereditary diseases, allergies, and illnesses. I have also visited homes where the families are sharing living space with 2 cows that are their only source of livelihood. I have met young boys who have turned into drug peddlers. And when I've asked them why, they said it was a quick, easy buck to earn money to buy some sports shoes. Till the drugs they sold entirely consumed them. In these homes, the only toys are broken tires, tin cans, a Spider-Man with a broken hand. I have been privy to 12 a.m. phone calls from a frantic grandmother whose grandson was beating her black and blue because she would not share her daily wage with him to buy some alcohol. Just few days ago, I visited a household where a 30-year-old woman was hanging from the fan, a noose around her neck, her 4-year-old daughter sitting by her feet, a teddy bear in her hand. This is the world I belong to. So when I stepped into this world, I thought that I would have to give. Mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. But instead, I have received, and I shall tell you how. Always a kind smile, a warm hug, a cup of chai, and lots of ashirwad. I saw hope where I expected despair. I found joy in the simple pleasures of life, where I expected tears. The years of poverty could not break their spirit. It left scars, no doubt. But I saw a deep determination in them to improve their lives with skill sets. So for the last few years, we have introduced several skill projects, such as baking cakes, learning the job of a beautician, learning how to drive, learning to play music, learning crochet, for all these people. So today, I bring to you a young Khushi, a girl who has mastered the art of mehndi and is able to afford her college tuition fees. I bring to you a Deva, a 3-year recovered alcoholic and now pursuing his dreams of becoming a rock star. I bring to you my favorite, Savitri Kaki, who no longer gets beaten up by her grandson, as she has her own iCloud kitchen of selling cakes. And this is what I want to share with you today. The ability to create a rainbow out of gloom. To believe in a better tomorrow, no matter what hurdles life throws at you today. Everybody in this room is privileged society. And as privileged members of this society, it is our responsibility to give, simply because we can, simply because we have. So today, I urge each and every one here today, let us contribute to make a better city, a better state, a better country, a better continent. In our busy, hustling lives, we forget we only have one world, the world of humanity. So let us all be the catalyst to bring about a better change, to build a better world, a kinder one. Thank you.